Hello people, welcome to another video by Pan India Motors, the multilingual bike review channel where you'll be getting videos in 3 languages, English, Malayalam and Hindi. तो अगर आप में से किसी को हिंदी में चाहिए तो प्लीज़ जाके मेरा प्लेलिस्ट हिंदी चेक कर लीजिएगा. ആർക്കെങ്കിലും മലയാളത്തിൽ വീഡിയോസ് കാണണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പ്ലീസ് എൻ്റെ പ്ലേലിസ്റ്റ് മലയാളം ഒന്ന് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്ത് നോക്കാവുന്നതാണ്. So if you are wondering which beauty have I brought for you today, let me tell you I have got the Photon HX electric scooter from the brand Hero Electric, which in fact is one of the biggest manufacturers of electric scooters in India today. So as always, this video will have 2 segments, the walk-around review and the ride review. And you will have chapter divisions provided below in the timeline as well as in the description, using which you can skip to places without wasting your time and you can watch whatever specifically you want to watch. So let's do one thing, let's begin just like always with the walk-around review. So this is the Photon HX electric scooter from the brand Hero Electric, and at the very first glimpse of it, the thing that I noticed about the scooter is the body quality of the scooter, because when I compare this scooter to many other petrol scooters of the same segment, petrol scooters that comes under the price of 1 lakh, because this one is 92,000 something. So the price scooters that comes under the price of 1 lakh, when they are compared to this one, I actually feel like the quality is a lot similar and you won't be able to differentiate the scooter if this is kept beside a petrol scooter. So that's a really good thing about the scooter that I noticed. Now to talk of the headlight of this scooter, we have got a beautiful looking, classic looking oval shaped headlight, which is actually an LED unit, but not really a complete LED one because you have got a small halogen park light in it. Here we have the logo of Hero Electric. This scooter, without this green board and the sticker electric on it, it is really hard to identify this scooter among petrol scooters because it actually looks a lot like a petrol scooter when it comes to the body quality and all that. The indicators are also integrated well into the body. Now to talk of the suspension, we have got telescopic front suspension and the brakes are drum brakes in the front and the rear, and we have combi braking system. The wheels are alloy wheels with 10-inch alloy wheels with Seat tires on them. And now here we have a small storage space given, which doesn't have a proper cover or anything, but yeah, you can actually use it to keep some small things. And to look at the key slot, it actually looks like a normal key slot that you find in most other scooters, but as soon as you switch this on, there is nothing else you have to do. The scooter is ready to go. If you give the accelerator, the scooter will start moving. And here you get a very basic meter console area with basic essential details like the battery volts, speed and all of that. And you can see the Hero Electric branding just below that and a designer line running from left to right on the meter console. Now when you go to the handlebar area, we have got some really good quality handlebar covers and all. The switch quality is also really good when you consider the price. Only this white portion, I feel like it could have been better. Now the horn actually sounds loud enough, and it's actually quite practical kind of a horn. Now when you look at the mirrors, they are also of very good quality, the kind of quality that you would find in scooters, Hero scooters itself of the same price. When it comes to the right side of the handlebar, we have got an accelerator which is well designed and good to hold on to. Here we have the headlight switches and another horn on the right side, which is actually a good touch. Here we have the mode switches. We have 2 modes, the low mode and the high mode, but it's quite opposite to what you would find in other electric scooters, because in the low mode you will get low mileage and good speed. In high mode you will get high mileage and low speed. So that's how it works in this scooter. Now when you look at the seats, okay, so we have got some really comfortable pair of seats which are like quite cushiony, which actually are quite comfortable. Kind of looks like a split seat setup to me. And the rear grab rail also makes us feel like it's of really good quality. Now when you go down, we have got the ladies footrest, which is of aluminium and of course of the kind of quality you find in petrol scooters of the same price range. Here we have a small guard, which of course is of plastic but of some relatively good quality. Now to talk of the motor of the scooter that moves it, you have got a 1200 watt BLDC hub motor right inside this tire, and the rear brakes, as I told you already, are like drum brakes. So just above the tire you can see a small mudguard as well. So here we have the rear dual suspension that is actually quite comfortable, and here we can see a small reflector. And to talk of the tail lamps and the indicators, they're all integrated really well into the body, and it doesn't make you feel like aftermarket like a few other electric scooters would make you feel. And to talk of the battery in the scooter, we have got a 72 volt 26Ah battery which can be completely charged in 5 hours using 1.5 unit of electricity. It can be charged to 80% in 4 hours, and that's a really good thing. But I feel the battery housing could have been made better. Now to talk of the footrest area, we have got a really wide and long footrest area right in front of us. It's actually quite big that you can keep even a gas cylinder there, and the shape of the footrest actually helps you keep your legs relaxed and keep it like spread forward. Now here we have the charging slot. I actually feel like they could have given a small lid for that so that it could be saved from rainwater and all that. Let's open the seat, and here we can see a really good under seat storage, which is quite big, that you can actually keep a full face helmet of the brand studs or like Steelbird in it quite easily, not the really big ones. Yeah, and here we have a small platform which actually can be opened, because it's just below it that you will find the battery, and to access the battery you can open this area. So that's pretty much everything that I can tell you while the scooter is on stand. Let's go and take a ride and speak more about it. So welcome back to the ride review of the Hero Photon HX electric scooter. So guys, I'm actually doing this video because of a comment that I got from one of my subscribers, Mr. John, who commented in one of my Malayalam videos that he wanted to see a review of this particular scooter. So here we are, Mr. John, thank you for the comment. And so guys, I've been riding the scooter for some 15 to 20 minutes now, and in this 15 to 20 minutes there are a few things that I felt as positives of the scooter and a few things that I felt as negatives of the scooter. So I'm going to tell you each and every one of them one by one. So let's begin with the positives, as we do always. So the first and foremost positive thing that I found about the scooter is something that I've already told you: the quality of the body parts, the quality of the fiber used in the body, the quality of the switch gear, the quality of the handlebar grips, the way they have been designed, and it doesn't make you feel like you're actually not getting what you're paid, like what you've paid for. So especially this matters because when you compare the scooter to a few other scooters in the market, electric scooters in the market, that come for a price of 1,40,000, 1,50,000 and all, at the same time doesn't offer you the kind of quality that you deserve. So this scooter does justice to the price that it is offered at, because it gives you the kind of quality that you will find in a petrol scooter of almost the same price range. And that's a really good thing about the scooter. The second best thing about the scooter that I found was the seat design. The seats are actually quite wide and cushiony and comfortable, not only for the rider but also for the pillion. And the scooter is quite lightweight also, because it weighs around 87 kg, which is quite less compared to many petrol scooters which would weigh around 100 kg and all. So, and also this offers quite good leg space, and you can even place a whole cylinder in the leg space area. And the under seat storage capacity of the scooter is also quite well, because you can actually keep a full face helmet that belongs to companies, brands like Studs and all. You can actually keep a full face helmet in this under seat storage, and you can keep them safely. That again is a very good thing about the scooter, because there are lots of other electric scooters in the same segment and also in a segment above that doesn't offer this kind of a space. So that's a really good thing. Now another important thing that I think that I feel is very important about the scooter is the fact that this is not really a new scooter. It was launched in the Indian market in 2014, and since then it has had its updations, it has had its research, and because of that, almost all the possible problems and all the possible issues with this scooter are known to the service centers and to the technicians, so it will be easy to solve problems related to the scooter. So that's another good thing. And also the brand name Hero, because as most of you in India would know that Hero is a really big brand name in India, and to have that name attached to an electric scooter means you have a little bit more reliability than many other scooters. So that's another important thing. Now to talk of the power delivery that the scooter offers, the initial pull is actually really good. It actually makes you feel like you are being pulled away, and then after that it is like it accelerates gradually. The top speed of the scooter is around 58 or 59, so until then it accelerates really gradually, and it doesn't give you that kind of a thrill to you, but at the same time it's really good for the mileage that the scooter offers, the range that the scooter offers. The ARAI certified range is 108 km. The actual range would be around 80 kilometers and all, but still it's a really good range considering that it only consumes 1.5 unit of electricity. And another important thing about the power delivery is that I did an incline test with this scooter, and while I was doing the incline test, and in fact while I was doing the whole riding test, I had a pillion with me, pillion who weighed more than 75 kgs. I was also more than 75. I mean, I am also more than 75 kg heavy. So I was not really expecting the scooter to pull us this easily. I'm not saying that it pulled like quite easily. It did had its struggle, but it was not that struggling. It was not really struggling as much as I expected it to. So I actually feel like the scooter can pull, although not at really high speeds, but it can pull. I couldn't do the test on the kind of incline where I did the test of Komaki Venice and Komaki Ranger, but I still did a test which was quite okay. The incline was quite okay. Now to talk of the negatives of the scooter, the first negative that I want to talk to you about is not really a negative, but it's something that we need to get used to. But at the same time, I feel like this thing should be made a bit more beginner friendly, because in most of these electric scooters we have this engine cutoff feature where as soon as you touch the brake, throttle is cut off, and as soon as you leave it, the throttle is ready to pull you really heavily. This is the feature that is done actually to save some energy, but at the same time, if you are a person who is coming directly from a petrol scooter to an electric scooter, and if you are used to holding your brakes while riding, so this can be a problem for you, because while riding on bad roads or while taking a U-turn, this can actually make you feel like you are losing control sometimes. But yeah, that's something that you need to learn, something that you need to practice and learn for yourself. But at the same time, I feel that if there is something that can be done about this scooter, about all these scooters with hub motors, that can make it more beginner friendly, that would be even more better, I feel. And the next negative, I don't know if I should call all these things negatives, but the next negative that I feel is that the power figures of the scooter, they're actually really good for someone who is buying the scooter only for mileage. But if you want to attract a bigger audience, I think it will be better if you could give a little bit more power to this scooter, something that would offer a better top speed. So if you ask me what kind of person should go for this scooter, I would say that if you are a person who is not really hungry for speed, and if your appetite is for mileage, if you can manage with low speeds, but if you would be happy with better mileage that will compensate that, if you are a person who wants a proper brand name, an already existing brand name that will add a little bit of reliability to it, and if you want a little bit more quality on the parts used on your scooter, and if you want it at a price less than 1 lakh, yeah, probably around 90,000 and all, then I think this can be a good scooter for you. You should certainly go and get a test ride of the scooter. So friends, I got this scooter today for a test ride from Nia e-bikes at Pallichal, Trivandrum. So if you want to know anything more about the scooter, I'll give the details of the showroom in the description. You can certainly call them. So that's pretty much everything about the scooter that I can discuss with you today, and if I have missed anything, please do let me know in the comments below. And until we meet next time, keep smiling, stay happy, and bye-bye.